Welcome to another review from the Four Corners of the Board with your host, Graeme Anderson. Hello everyone, this is Graeme Anderson from Four Corners of the Board. Today I'm going to be looking at a small abstract strategy game called Codinca. Now I already have a few favorites such as the Hive and the Duke, so will Codinca be good enough to join them at the top of the pile? Well, let's get to the table, we'll see how it's played, then we'll come back for my final thoughts. So here we have Codinca all set up. The main play area are these tiles. These tiles are double-sided. There's a gold side and there's a white side to them. And the tiles are always set up in the same configuration each game. Luckily on the inside of the box here, we'll show you the initial configuration. Once they're all set up, each player will take one color of tiles to play. Let's say I'm going to play with the blue tiles. And they'll be given one card from each of these four piles. And these are your objectives. Each pile is the same, just the different color combinations are different. So each player will be given one from each pile, so they'll have four objectives to do, and the aim of the game is to get all four of your objectives done, or be the first person to get all your objectives done. And lastly, each player will get 3 of these spirit cards. Now on one side these are all the same, on the other side they're all different, which are the traps. You'll be given 3 of these at the start of the game, and they're one-time use, so you basically have 3 options to use these cards, and they're kind of, whichever side you use, you'll discard the card afterwards. So on your turn, you're going to have 2 basic actions you can do, and you can you mix and match them. The first action you can do is a switch. The switch is taking one of your tiles and switching it with an adjacent tile, including diagonal. So let's say I'm going to do that. That's a switch. If I want to do a flip, I can flip any tile on the board to the other side. So let's say I'm going to flip that there. So my combinations are I can do a switch, so I can move my tiles twice. I can do a switch flip like I just did here, or I can do a flip, which is flip 2 tiles on the board, but one of them must be your own tile, and the other one can be whatever tile you want. In addition to your 2 basic actions, you can use one of your cards here. Now, if you want to use the spirit card, there's kind of 2 options here. You can either kind of move a line and take the one at the end and put it at the front. So if I wanted to do this line here, I could move this purple one, shift everything down, and put the purple one over here. I would discard the card. The other option I can do by playing a spirit card is take a series of 4 and turn them 90 degrees or 180 degrees in whatever direction. So I could take these 4 and just kind of put them like that. I would then discard this card. The other option I can do on my turn, in addition to my basic actions, is use the trap cards. Now the trap cards, if you'll see here, there is a red arrow on it. And whichever way that is pointing towards the tiles is going to change the colors of them. Now the spirit cards will never flip a tile, but they will move, and the trap cards will change, basically flip a tile, but they will never move. So if I want to use a trap card, let's say I want to play it this way, the red arrow is pointing here, which means all of these would be white, and I'd flip all of these to their gold side, then all of these to the white side, and then again all of these to the gold side. And that's it. On my turn, I can claim one of my key objectives. If I don't do that, it'll be the next player's turn, and the first person to complete all 4 of their key objectives is the winner. Now let's get back to the table and tell you what I thought of Codinca. So, what did I think about Codinca? Well, first off, I love the components. I love these chunky kind of plastic Bakelite little tiles. They feel great in the hand and they're nice and chunky. I also think that the gameplay of Codinca is nice and basic, straightforward, which I think abstract strategy games need to be. They need to be easy to understand and get into, but offer you some depth and complexity in your gameplay. With Codinca, it adds the spirit and trap cards, which is something interesting, and I did enjoy playing Codinca. But it really doesn't stand up to some of my favorites, such as the Duke and Hive, and even some of the new games, such as Santorini. These games give you different ways to play, some ways that you have special abilities or ways to break or bend the rules. And Codinca really misses that. And really, when I'm looking for an abstract strategy game, I'm looking for something interesting, some reason to keep me coming back, for different characters or different abilities that I can use in the game. And Codinca just doesn't offer that. It's just kind of a plain Jane game. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but again, there's nothing really great about that either. So for me, Codinca is an okay game. It's not a great game. It doesn't come to the top of my pile for abstract strategy games, which is unfortunate because, like I said, I love the components for this game. But anyway, as usual, thanks for watching. Thank you for watching another review from the Four Corners of the Board. Please like and subscribe to these videos. You can also follow us on social media, email us directly, or check out our website at fourcornersoftheboard.com.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.